If you're a businessman or a businesswoman and English is not your first language and you're doing your best to improve your business English, this video is for you. This video is right up your alley. So make sure you like this video first and subscribe. And second of all, watch this video to the very end. Why? Because in today's video, I'm going to focus your attention on some business English idioms and phrases that you got to learn and use at your business meetings or while speaking with your business partners in English. The first business English expression is to touch base. To touch base, to touch base. When you touch base with someone, you make brief contact with someone or you check in quickly. So to touch base with someone means to give someone a call or to send someone an email or to get in contact with someone or to make contact with someone briefly and quickly with the purpose of asking after them or with the purpose of asking them about any recent updates. An example of this expression: let's touch base next week to finalize the details. Let's touch base next week to finalize the details, which means let's get together next week, let's make contact next week, let's get in contact with each other next week, let's meet each other next week to discuss the further details. The next business English expression that you got to learn and use at your business meetings is to circle back. To circle back. To circle back. When you circle back, you return to a topic later. So to circle back means to return to a topic later. An example of this expression: I don't have the numbers now, but let's circle back tomorrow. I don't have the numbers now, but let's circle back tomorrow. Which means I don't have the numbers now, but let's get back to the topic tomorrow. Let's discuss the topic again tomorrow. The next business English idiom is to be on the same page. To be on the same page. To be on the same page. To be on the same page can be used to emphasize that you agree with someone, or you understand someone, or when two people are on the same page, they understand each other and they agree with each other. An example of this expression: before we move forward, let's make sure we're on the same page. Before we move forward, let's make sure we're on the same page. Which means before we move forward, let's make sure that we understand each other. Before we move forward, let's make sure that we agree with each other. The next business English idiom that you gotta learn to shine the next time you have a business conversation with one of your business partners in English is to take it offline. To take it offline. To take it offline. When you take it offline, you talk about something, you discuss something privately, but not in front of everyone, not in a group of people, or not in front of other people. You try to discuss it privately rather than publicly. So when someone says, hey, we'll talk about it later, let's take it offline, what they're trying to say or what they're trying to emphasize is that we will discuss a certain topic later privately rather than publicly. We will talk about a certain topic later on privately, not in front of others, not in front of other people. We don't want to make something public, we just want to discuss it privately. An example of this expression: that's a great question, but let's take it offline. That's a great question, but let's take it offline. Once again, that's a great question, but let's take it offline, which means that's a great question, but let's discuss it later on privately after the meeting. Outside the format of the meeting, or let's discuss it privately rather than publicly. Let's discuss it privately, not in front of others. The next business English idiom that you gotta know and use at your business meetings, in your conversations with your business partners in English is to think outside the box. To think outside the box. Once again, to think outside the box. When you think outside the box, you try to be creative. You try to think creatively. You try to think in an unconventional way, or you try to be creative and unconventional. An example: we need to think outside the box to solve this issue. We need to think outside the box to solve this issue. We need to think outside the box to solve this issue, which means we need to think creatively and unconventionally in order to solve this issue, to solve this problem. And now we're getting to the final business English phrase of today's video, which is to hit the ground running. To hit the ground running. To hit the ground running. When you hit the ground running, you start immediately and meet with immediate success. or you start doing something by meeting with immediate success, or you start doing something and achieve some immediate success. An example of this phrase: we need someone who can hit the ground running day one, which means we need someone who can start things quickly, get things happening, get things, started as soon as possible, and also meet with immediate success on day one. And that's about all. We reviewed some very practical and useful business English idioms and phrases, guys, that you need to learn if you're a businessman or woman, or if you need some expressions to use at your business meetings to take your English to the next level and sound like native speakers discussing a business topic. Let's review these phrases once again together. To touch base, to touch base, to touch base. To circle back, to circle back, to circle back. To be on the same page, to be on the same page, to be on the same page. To take it offline, to take it offline, to take it offline. To think outside the box, to think outside the box, to think outside the box. To hit the ground running, to hit the ground running, to hit the ground running. Thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you like this video in support of your YouTube English teacher who puts a lot of effort into making these videos, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll be back soon with another video.